Hello everyone, Warhammer here, and welcome back to the Numas campaign for Mortal Empires, where today, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final episode of the series. Now, in terms of the campaign itself, all we have left to do is to build 3 landmark buildings to complete our objectives. One at Zandri, one at Khemri, and one at the Black Pyramid in Nagash. Now, last episode we got started with the landmark building at the Black Pyramid, the Vault of Nagash, which is going to take another 4 turns, it seems, until it's done. Now, it's going to be a slight problem here because of the vampiric corruption, but we do have someone that can deal with that, and I'll come to him in just a minute. So we got this being built. Now, the problem we've got, in terms of not being able to build them straight away, is over in Khemri and Zandri, we need to build the pyramid in each one of these. Now, each pyramid, if we go on to Khemri here, requires us to have 1 population surplus. Not only that, but in order to build it at Zandri, we need to elevate it to a tier 3 settlement. So we need 2 population surplus. So what I'm going to do, I think, is allow us to build up to 2 population surplus, so we can start upgrading Zandri. As soon as we get then the next one up, which will be much more quicker, we can start building the Great Pyramid of Setra. And then when Zandri has upgraded to tier 3, we can build the final landmark building, the Pyramid of King... I can't remember, something began with A. Let me just get this so I know in my head. Oh, that was easy to remember. Amenenhentum. There we go. So, that's the objective for completing the campaign. But we're not just going to sit around and wait for the population surplus to grow. In fact, we're going to try and remove the rest of the stain that we've got in our empire. So if I pop onto here and do ownership, you can see in the Nehekan Empire we've got 2 stains of colour which don't match with us. Over here in the Badlands we've got I believe it's probably something like 4 regions, a whole province, under the command of Setra and Khemri. So we want to take this so we complete our borders. And also, during the last end turn phase, the heirs of Monkai actually came over to here and took Marak. So we want to send an army ideally over here to deal with them as well. So that's sort of the plan for today's episode, is to deal and conquer these territories while we're waiting for the population surplus to go up. Now, if we can arrange it, something I would like to see, as was also mentioned by one of my viewers, Bakala, is to maybe get in a fight between Tutankhanut and Setra. I think it could be very thematic for these 2 kings to face one another in combat, especially given everything that's happened between them thus far. But oh, hiccup just then. But it's up to the game to really sort that out for us. If we can do it, fantastic. If not, I'm not worried. But it'd be nice to see if we can arrange it. But with that said, let's get going with today's episode. So, like I said, we can't do anything here, so let's just start moving armies around. Now, Agatep and Setep are both needing to wait for their units to go up a bit and get replenished before we can send them off. So what I'm going to do with Setep is I'm actually going to send him off towards the Black Pyramid, because it was mentioned in a previous video by Drake and Materium that Agatep will have a skill that actually gives you an untainted bonus to the province. Now, I had a look at the end of the last episode, and you're right, there was a skill, but not with Agatep, it was with Setep. So I pop onto here, because we need to level him up anyway, and actually go back to details. His trait, Setep of the 5th Dynasty, gives you a +5 untainted bonus to the local province, right? Now, skills, where was it? It was one of his personal ones. Here we are, Nagash's Internal Foe. As you can see here, it gives you a +10 untainted bonus. So combine the 2, that's +15. That's pretty good. And as you can see as well, we've managed to unlock the ability to choose one of the Nehekaran gods and goddesses to sort of follow as our main deity. And if I remember correctly, one of these actually has a +5 bonus too. That one, yeah. So let's go with that one first of all. Now, did you want to go with Kingslayer? I mean, having the ability to cause terror, that would be pretty nice. And that extra armor piercing bonus. But I'll tell you what, it has been a little while. Have you got any magical items we can give you? You do... Hang on. The True Blade... Did we not give you... No, hang on. Blade of Septep. So this is actually a sword, okay? You can see it gives certain bonuses. So what's this one? Though many inferior copies exist, no craftsman has ever been able to come close to the original with their various blades of Septep. These lesser enchanted weapons are mere pale shadows of the blade buried with the General King himself. Oh, so basically we've given him a cheap knockoff, and now we've got the opportunity to give him the authentic weapon. Okay, I'll quite happily spend a point there then for you. So there you go, Septep. So what I'm going to do then, with his plus 20 untainted bonus, is to move him down to the Black Pyramid in the following turn. But he can stay where he is for the moment, because him and Agatep need to take some time to replenish their numbers before we start moving them around. But then we can send Agatep then up towards Gorkazan in order to go after them in the following turn. We can send Setep, I think we'll send Setep actually to deal with him first, and then we'll move him down to the Black Pyramid. In that case, we had Futep somewhere around here, did we not? Futep, where on... oh, there he is, in Kimberley. Right, let's start moving you towards Agor McDowell. It's gonna... hang on, stop. It was going to take 2 turns after this. This might as well just force march. Get it done a little bit faster then? Yeah, that should be just enough for us to switch back to normal stance and go after him in the next turn. Okay, so you've moved. Rakash? Right, do we have any greenskins to worry about before we see about maybe chasing down that army from Aguilon? No, we're good. Okay, go back to you. So luckily we don't have to worry now about Vigilant because the Empire has confederated with them. But I wouldn't mind trying to go after this army here, just so we can eliminate it quickly. It means trespassing in the Empire's territory, but you know what? Does it really matter? Nah, we'll be kind. We'll keep Matorka there for now. So Rakash has moved. Tutankhanut, let's move you down towards Dragonhorn Mines. Actually, you need to have another unit to make you up to plus 20 again. Let's have a look. We'll take that. Nice and easy. Occupy. Banner of Swiftness. Not that we really need it, but at least we got it. And we now secure the Western Badlands as well. So we got left then is what, the Southern Badlands? Yeah, that's the only one left to take. So let's have a quick look down here. If we pop to there. So we got the capital here, Galboaz. Guantimingo here, of however you pronounce it. Gorkazan and Agor Migdal. Okay, what I'll do then, I think. Tutankhanut can have the opportunity to replenish his numbers, and we'll actually give you an extra unit while we can. Is there anything worthwhile to give him? I mean, I suppose we could try and give you a Screaming Skull. You know what? Yeah. Let's give you that. You'll be able to easily move down in towards Galboaz afterwards. But we'll give you that. Guanti McDonald and Cleda can go after that. Once we've actually gone over and dealt with the Blue Viper army here. She's proven herself quite capable of taking on the the savage orcs. I think she'll be just fine. So you can do that. Ark in the Black. What am I going to do with you? Do I want to... are we having any threats from over here? No. Okay, so luckily Durfu hasn't tried crossing over the sea. What I'll do then with Arkan, if I force smart you to get there a bit faster, let's send you through the mountains to go after Marak. So we'll probably have you come here, first of all. Alright, let you move all the way first. There we go. It's going to take a few turns for him to arrive, but we will get there eventually. Right, with that done, in Tess, you've already had everything. I can't give you anything more. Hakas, you are my new agent. What I'm going to do, let's send you by sea, so we can keep an eye on what's going on in Sartosa with Durfu, since we lost the island last time. So you can do that. Dynasty is what research we're going to do next. What we got? Boon of Yulat, extra carrying bonuses, not much use. Screaming Skulls, Necropolis Knights, or Necrosphinxes. Let's go Underworld Gate. Get our hands on upgraded Necrosphinxes by all means. You can do that. Western Badlands, let's give you Worship of Petra, just to increase our movement range a little bit more. Okay, Kag Asgard, let's level you up. And since we're trying to rebuild Nehekara, let's just spend all our money to upgrade everything. Why not, eh? It's like we need the cash. And for you, let's go for Catacomb Watchers. When the Misty Mountain afterward, there may be Skaven in the caverns. Having something underneath to keep an eye out is going to be useful. Tutankhanut, what am I going to give you? Let's see, let's put a point there. What do I want? Iron Disciplinarian, Sand Sweeper, All Is Mine, or the Dead Sand Sentinel? Let's go All Is Mine. I think that's a very fitting one for him to get to this point. And then Yosha's, you can be disbanded. We don't need you anymore. That's Arkan. Is there anywhere now that needs to be upgraded? Can we relieve him for now? Sudenberg, we can give you some more statues. Definitely. Let's give you Necrosphinx and a War Sphinx. Great Desert, let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. Oh, hang on. Upgrade the river here at Ahak. Upgrade that. Perfect. End the turn. Alright, Dog Hooter. I forgot about you. Sorry, Shahuti. Now, during the end turn phase, it gives me an opportunity to bring up, if you haven't checked it out yet, I have a poll on my community tab where to give you some options as to what we can do next on the channel with regards to a replacement for this series. Now, as you guys know, the new DLC is coming out tomorrow for the Hunter and the Beast, and I'm quite looking forward to it, and I would love to play as one of the factions. So I've put those up as an option. So we have Gorok, we've got Nakai the Wanderer, and we've got Marcus Wolfheart. Hang on, Tehran. Oh, you've entered in non-aggression. Sure, whatever. Now the thing is that while I'm quite happy to do any of those, and in particular I would love to try out Marcus or Nakai, at the moment though, there is so many Total War channels that are actually doing one of those three, if not more than one of those, that I feel that the market might be sort of oversaturated, so shall we say. So what I'm kind of given then as two other options is to either option 4 to do another Warhammer campaign with another faction. So I can continue checking out with some of Mixu's Lord packs to come up with some interesting starting positions and interesting options, which aren't in the vanilla game. Or we can actually take a slight break for this series, at least, with Warhammer 2, and move on to another Total War series game, because we still got the Cabal that's going to be continuing. Whether or not we need to actually start a new campaign once the mods have been updated or what have you, I'll have to wait and see. But that will be Warhammer 2 regardless, and we still got Three Kingdoms with Shenzhen. So if the option is that if people want to see another Total War game on the channel, I'm quite happy to give it a go. I mean, I do want to kind of work towards having at least one campaign on the channel from each Total War game, so that could work out quite nicely. But I'm leaving it up to you guys to vote. So you haven't took the opportunity yet, go and check it out. Now, Durfu is making his way up. Okay, and Gorgrut. In that case, I'm not going to chase after him with Khalida. I think we'll leave that up to Rakash should we need to. What I'll do then is send Khalida down into that coastal settlement, was it Guanti Mundi or whatever it was called? And we'll be able to take the settlement pretty easily. Although Leon Kerr, trespassing on my landmate. Matorka? Oh yeah, that's all the way up there, that's fine. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on these guys as well. But to be honest, the army's so small right now, it shouldn't be any issues. Solar Sphinx. One of our Leech Priests have dared approach with concerns that one of the Necrosphinxes is no longer under the control of our warrior souls, but instead is enthralled to your sept, the destructive god buried beneath the sands. Dare we destroy it and risk his unending wrath? So if we leave it, we have an unknown soul that increases melee attacks and defense for monster units, but reduces leadership in melee. Or the other way around. Oh god, that's a crap option. I'm going to destroy it, just because my troops could do with the bonuses. So we do that, and quite funny, as we have actually picked up these bonuses now, for the Necrosphinx, to actually balance it out now quite nicely. So you can do that. Let's now go and deal with Golgarans. So that, Jesus Christ, how many armies do they have sitting outside here? Got King Nak Tomhat, Senusret, and Hackor. Okay, let's deal with this. So Septep is going to come over and help first of all. I know we're taking attrition, why is that? Sandstorm, okay. Once we take the region then we don't have to worry about it. But you can come over here. Let's have you now come and attack Ganza. And between the two of you, we should be able to wipe out all of these quite easily. Oh wow. The game actually says no. Don't get why though. Our forces are much more powerful than what they've got. You know what then? Fine. We'll just have to have one big fight then to deal with this. So, I mean, we could always do that, but why would we want... Hang on. You know what? Fine. Just do this. Pivot victory. Occupy. There we go. We've managed to take the settlement pretty easily. And now they've got two crappy armies for me to deal with. So, can we go over and deal with them? Nope, you've run away. You coward. You wouldn't fight me when you thought it was on your side as soon as the tables have turned. So disappointing. Right, let's go back to you then. Let's take the opportunity to give you back your Nehekaran warriors. Although we could go for the unit Shapti. We've only got one unit though. You know what, it's fine. We'll keep the Nehekaran warriors. So Archetype can do that now. Intes, don't care about you. Move on. Okay, research. Let's give you... What's the other one? Over here. Ancient battle sites. Okay, so Tutankhanut. Let's have you start moving down towards Galbrans. Nope. Hang on. There. Nope. Okay, you got one more turn. Okay, that's fine. You can stay there then. Cleader, start making your way down in to take Wanti Mingo. Should be a pretty easy fight. Really? Game? Really? Fine, we'll sit there and take some attrition then because of it. It's full. Okay. Half. Let's see what we could do. Can we build any more constructs? We can build another Necrosphinx. What about in global? Well, I'll tell you what. Do we want to... I don't think we need to. I think I just want it as a backup. Yeah. We got 11. Need 10. We got 11. I think I just wanted a backup just in case there is any issues. So you have to find there. You're moving over towards Sartosa. I mean, we could sail over and actually try and take Sartosa back. If we wanted. Could be something for our people to do. Maybe Agatep can do it. Once he's finished replenishing. Something to think about. Okay, Agatep, you moved. Half Hakos. Tutankhanut. Futep. Go and take the city. Alright. Capture it. Claim it for our people. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. We'll get rid of that though. We don't need to have the quicksand swamps. We can always go for another building instead. Eastern Badlands at Carrick 8 Peaks. Congratulations, you've now upgraded to level 5. Okay, already got that. And let's have a look. Let's go for public order, upgrade that. Let's go for another one. Let's go... Bone Shaper, upgrade that. That. Now don't worry, I know we need to save some money for probably the following turn out with Zandri. Let's have a quick look. 3 more turns. Crap, really? Okay, 3 more turns it is. I'll tell you what, actually, let's build one of these. Because there's only 1 turn to do, and that should help us out a bit with the growth. So let that happen. Food tap, what can we give you now? Could finish giving you your magic. Trapped Soul, Keeper of Law. Colts. Nebutep Studies. Extra weapon strength, leadership, and melee attack. We'll take that. And Single-Minded Fury, Colt's Finest. That's actually quite a nice bonus for War Sphinxes and Necro Sphinxes, isn't it? Huh. I had to have a look at some of these backstories. I mean, Futep says there, in his guise as the Leech Priest Nerotep, and has created, so he managed to get quite involved with that despite being a king. Interesting. Okay, let's give you fast protection and work on the rest of that. Alright, next one. Into Nebu, let's give you Conqueror and Hard to Hit. Enter. Alright. Arkan's got a long march across the desert in front of him, as we're going to have to try go quite the distance. Although it's been a little while since he's probably been in Labaris and Lamia. Hey, what do you guys think? I mean, there was a bit in the end times where Nagash returned and he managed to gain Arkan the Black as well as a few other quite well-known characters, shall we say, from the von Carstein family. Yeah, Manfred reluctantly became... they had a name. Christ, what was their name? They were known as like the Morkaf, and each one had one was Death, one was Decay. The Morian? I can't remember. Bloody hell. Don't you hate it when you can't remember that? It began with M. Anyway, it was a fancy name then for basically being a lieutenant in a gash. And so Vlad, Manfred, Arkan, and... who was the other one? Oh, Quell. Yeah, Quell was actually given sort of independence from Heinrich Kemmler, and he became one of the Mortiochs? Oh god, that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look it up after the episode, so you don't have to let me know in the comments, but I'm not gonna look it up. That's gonna bug me. Mortarch? Ugh. But yeah, as part of their mission anyway, he had to go and try and claim some more items, and I can't remember. No, he needed to get more items actually before he can resurrect Nagash. So there was a bit where their forces went down towards Lamia in order to try and go after the two. Oh, crap! When did you guys appear from? Okay, I can't fight that unfortunately, but it looks like we're gonna have to send Rakash back in order to fight some greenskins. Crap. I did not see that there. We even checked. Did we? Oh no, that was on the last turn, didn't we? Ah, bugger. Well, you guys did warn me. The greenskins were gonna come at some point. My fault for not keeping a closer eye on it. Okay? Don't worry about it. We learn from our mistakes. But Rakash can go up there and deal with that blight before they get too close. It's a shame we can't become allied with Aquilan, or at least get on more friendly terms. It'd be nice to actually just not leave them behind as we focus on maybe marching Rakash up to go and deal with the greenskins a bit. Fred, what are you guys doing? I mean, you got a nice dwarven steamboat, and I can see you're heading towards Baragvar. You don't really need to, though. Alright, it's been burnt. Dejanza and Necrotect is back. Research is done. Oh, you want us to go and raise or sack Galboaz, eh? Skip through all of this. Okay. Let's have you then start marching towards Futep. Sorry, Futep, start marching towards Galboaz now. Stay on my side of the border though, just so we don't take the attrition. You can come over now and take this. There we go. Thank you, Kalida. Occupy it. Yes, you did. Well done, you. Okay. You... How much do we need in order to go into Tombs Beneath the Sands? 50%. Okay, in that case... To be honest, no, we might as well just stay on my side of the border. And then be in a position to go and help at the attack in the following turn. So Tutankhanut does that. Futep's moved. Rakash... We're going to leave Aguilan behind now. Let's start force marching. We're going to make our way back towards Karazakarak. And see what we can do about dealing with the two. Rozag is back. And Grokka Gorax is here. Okay. How are we doing for population surplus? Well, we've got enough that we can actually build up the entire settlement should we need to. We'll put that down just in case. But it looks like we'll have to force march to get back towards Karazakarak. Oh well, that's a pain. switch over to this. No, not that one. Where is it? That one. Just to give me a little bit of extra movement. You already got that. Upgrade that. And let's just build some more defenses. Why not? Okay, let's check the situation now at Zandri. Even with that, still got 2. Damn it. Build that too. Why not? This is why I didn't want to actually wait, because the amount of time we're going to have to wait in order to get that first population surplus anyway means I might as well just taking the opportunity to deal with this, you know? Right, let's start moving you up now to help out at Gaboaz, the final stronghold of Kemri. Now just having a quick look. Hakor, Menkar, looks like Setra hasn't come back yet. That's a shame. Let's set up. You were moving down to combat the Black Pyramid. So make your way down there. 2 more turns. Okay, Intes, fine. Skip over. Khalida, let's give you Purified Embodiment of Asaf or Warrior Queen. Let's give you Warrior Queen and the Embodiment of Asaf. There we go. This should help out your army a little bit more. Of course. You've decided to sail back over in order to come after my stuff. Right. In that case... Oh, it's because you came over by that. Okay. Let's maybe not upgrade the stone mine then. In that case, let's go over and upgrade Bitterstone. There we go. Damage building at the stone mine. Not much I can do about that. Research. Let's go. Invocation of Kulap. Rahobi will give you a last point there, and Mortuary Cultists. Now, tell you what. Let's give you Doom and Darkness and a Skeletal Steed. Yeah, that'll work. Right, end the turn. Right, Arkan continues on his trip. Rakash is going to have to try and get towards Karazakarak. I believe that, combined with the garrison, we should be able to take on those 2 greenskin armies heading towards it. Although we may end up losing the next settlement along. You know what? What's it called? The Pillars of Grungni. That's it. We're probably going to lose that. I'm being realistic here. But on the plus side, it means we'll be in position to deal with the 2 armies. Khalida at this point, we could actually have her marching up then to help, because we can deal with the Blue Vipers along the way. And have her in a position to help up in the north too.
Before an immortal god.
What? Now this is something that does bug me a bit as a Total War player. That Teheran has ended his non-aggression pact with me only a couple of turns ago. Now me as the player, if I went ahead then and declared war 3 turns later, my reputation would go down the toilet. In fact, you can see that my trustworthiness is not that high because I've done exactly that. So the fact that someone like Teheran can do exactly that, and it doesn't seem to concern any other AI faction in the game, bugs me. You know, you would think that perhaps people are going to look at them and think, oh, they're not to be trusted. And yet he can do that, and the AI can do that, and it doesn't bother them. That's something that bugs me. It really... ugh. Anyway, enough of that, me moaning about it. I know it's not something that's going to change anytime soon. It's just, like I said, it does get me sometimes. Pillars of Grungni, again, there's not much I can really do to defend. We'll lose it. At least you only sacked it this time. You didn't... oh no, you occupied it this time. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and you took the map. Huh. Skip there. They've now ended in on aggression. Well, thank God all we need to do is upgrade those settlements and get those landmark buildings. Because it looks like we're going to have a lot of war coming in our future. In a way, though, it would be a nice little thematic sort of conclusion to the series. And even if we were to continue it and try and paint the map our colour, could potentially lead to a new chapter, as we've managed to re-establish the Nehekaran Empire. And then after, with that done, we'll have... Oh, Grak, really? Yeah, but with that done, we can actually achieve something then that Cetra, probably the greatest conqueror of all of them, never did in life, and that is actually conquer beyond the Black Mountains and start a war against the Empire. We can go after Batonia, the Southern Realms, whatever catches our fancy. Oh, really? You've declared war on me too. Fine, let's call in the dwarves. Dwarves? The dwarves refuse to join me in the fight. Oh, you sods. Okay. For the Venom Staff, we apparently need to construct 19 Morphous Sanctuaries. Really? I thought we actually... Oh, there we go. Venom Staff. I was about to say, I thought we actually gained it. There we go. Nice. Give all of these pop-ups. Right. Let's have a look. So we need to go after Stone Mine Tower. So if we grab Khalida, Khalida's going to start marching her way up. We'll get there in just over 2 turns. Right. Not too concerned about that now. Here, though, we need to just keep an eye out. At least they're going to cause some damage to them when people do that. Okay. I'll tell you what. Agatep. Yeah, let's have you come in and finish them off, Tutankhanut. If we need reinforcements, we will do so. But you don't. Goodbye. Alright, claim it. We now secure the Badlands, aborted the mission, completed that mission, moved the character to the Spring of Eternal Life. But we already picked up the item. Ugh, who knows. Right, all we got left now to deal is with Hakor and Sunaset. In that case, Agatep, let's get you force marching. We're going to bring you up to the north now to help out too. I think that's only right. Gleda's there. Setep is making his way down now towards the Black Pyramid. That's fine by me. You're doing that. Hakos is keeping an eye. Arkan is making his way over. He's still going to have a few more turns. Rakash, let's move you now. Yeah, let's move you towards Kaza Karak. You'll be in a position then to defend that. And we can actually go after Groka Gorax with your army then. Okay, Intes, don't care. Nebuset, let's give you that now. And let's go for the Penundrium Pendrel. There we go. Lord not moved. Futep. Go and wipe out Hakor's army here. Really? Really? Okay. That's fine. That's no worries. Right. What was I going to do? Check down in Zandri. Right, one more turn, guys. One more turn, and then we can start getting some building going. Okay, Hero not moved. Hakos can just move over there. Research. I don't know what to research at this point. Let's try Lampsash. Just so I'm curious to see what character he is. Skill points. Hacked congratulations, you got a point there. You've done all your personal combat. You have. Let's go, I don't know, specialists? Okay, Tutankhanut. Let's just finish off giving you all is mine. Alright, save the money for the turn. In fact, do we want to do any rituals? Don't have anywhere raised at the moment, so we don't need to worry about that, but let's perform a ritual, this ritual. Just so we can help out with the situation over in Zandri and Kemri as well. So do that for me. Damn, we could have actually got set up to make a slight detour and go after the Duke here. But that's okay, we should be able to take him out quite easily with the garrisons we've got in the nearby area. Right, Now I'm a little bit concerned, because we've now got Lothar at war with us. I know Lothar's already at war with us anyway. But now we've got everyone after us. I mean, Christ, we didn't piss off that many people. Ugh. Although something I might do, I don't know, it just crossed my mind, because of the fact we still got to wait a few turns once we even get the population surplus, just so we can start getting those buildings going. And admittedly, I think they should be done in just maybe 4 or 6 turns. It's still 4 or 6 turns of just hitting end turn and deal with the threats. So I don't know, should we skip until the very end? I don't know. Nah, we'll continue. This is the last episode. I think at this point, if we're not going to be able to finish off what we started, then we need to get it done. And we still got 2 stains left before we can actually say that Nehekara belongs to us. Oh, you guys are coming to attack Karazakarak. Interesting. Well, I imagine he'll be able to hold this city long enough if we wanted to try and bring up Khalida to help. But we may have a look to see if we can take him on with the garrison in Karazakarak instead to support us. We have worked on getting the garrison building up a number of levels, so it should be quite a reasonable garrison inside the settlement. Let's give it a go and see what happens. Oh. Oh yeah, I just remembered something actually. Oh, Gorwok.
I'm his follower.
You're going to be so different when we actually see you next week. Or this week, I should say. But, yeah, because I'd be thinking, I normally record this the day before, if I can. So, by the time you guys see this, it will of course be Monday, but I'm recording it on Sunday. So for me, it is next week. We'll be seeing the actual official Gorwok. Although I'm not happy with the fact that you've declared war on me as well. Maybe they just heard about this new big power growing in the south lands of the desert and decided they're going to send people over there. Although I imagine they might be also a little bit annoyed that we've eliminated Krokgar as well as Tic-Tac-Toe. Just maybe. They might be a little bit annoyed. Right. Back to me now. Oh. We actually completed the short campaign victory now. Okay. So if we spin through this gives you an idea on the map, like how we've done. Can we not zoom out a bit more? Apparently not. Okay, well, we've managed to complete a short campaign victory, but we're not here for this. We're here for the long one. So, we just need to build those last few buildings and then we're done. So skip through all of that. Picked up a new Tomb King to try out. There we go. Right. But hey, we managed to get that short-term victory done. Oh right, you're coming over to try and attack us. That's fine. Okay, you do that now. We should now have enough population surplus to be able to actually go up to tier 1 straight away, so we can start building this next time. So we'll get that. That's going to be done in 2 turns anyway. Is there something we can do to try and make it done a bit quicker? Where's that one? That's just cheaper buildings. We don't need that. Okay. Let's have a look what we're going to do here. Right. Ark and the Black's going over to the east to finish off the heirs of Mokai. Futep here. Let's start sailing you, I think, towards the coast. Because I would like to try and take Sartosa back if we get the opportunity. So let's let you do that. You can go over now and claim the Stone Mine Tower. You can do that. Rakash, what are we going to do with the greenskins here? Switch back to this. Oh. I was honestly hoping they were going to be a bigger, tougher fight. Never mind. I suppose though, when you consider the garrison includes Tomb Guard and so on, I suppose it's not that big a deal. Let's take that. We can chase down the survivors and then form that first army. You've managed to defeat Razak, congratulations. Okay, come out now and defeat that last army. Kill them off. Alright, we'll take that. let's start now going after these settlements. So the Pillars of Grungni, once more, will belong to me. Thank you. Alright, let's upgrade this now to tier 1. What I'm thinking then with Rakash, since we're sending up another commander, we've got Gleader coming up, and who else did we have? Agatep, wasn't it? Because Agatep's coming up as well, I might actually start sending Rakash up towards the Greenskins, just so he can have a bit of a fight in the mountains. You know, it's been a little while, it's been sitting around not doing much. I think it's time for us to give him something to do. Although, speaking of something to do, kill off Hakor and this last remaining unit of Ramatep. There we go, defeated. The Charmed Shield. The last one's been sailing off that way. Huh. Oh no, because we haven't defeated that army yet. It hasn't counted yet that we are able to get our hands on Cetra, is it? I don't think it has. Oh, that's a shame. We'll work on that 1 second. Let's have a look at, well, let's try Alcazar II of the 6th Dynasty. Just to see what you're like. Intes again, not that fussed. Hakos, can you not do anything with him? No. Okay. You go there. Southern Badlands, let's give you that. We can give you Public Order. To be honest, we don't really need any of these buildings. Let's just go for that one. Ramatep is leveled up now, of course. We can give you Blade Master. Do we need to give you any of these? Over My Dead Body. Sounds pretty good fitting for him. Alright, Rakash. Have you got any new items yet? Golden Icon. Here we are. Acting like a divine reward for gold, this icon ensures that the bearer is always led to their personal enrichment. That actually sounds pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having something like that. Let's give you that and Desert Strike. Oh, you still got level up to go. Okay. Didn't realize you got up 2 levels. I might get our hands on a zombie after all, the way this is going. Let's give you 2 points then in... No, hang on. What do you have mainly in your army? Your troops, you got your Shakti, Sepulchral Stalkers, and Hero Titan. Okay. Let's go... Unfaded Memory. And... let's go Blessing of the Asp for the moment. Okay, let's go for that. Arkan is making his way now over to the final stretch. Is he in a position to be able to go after Marak in the following turn? He might. No, he's still got another 2 turns. Okay. Setup has finally managed to reach his place in the Black Pyramid. Between his personal skills and all that, I think we need to give him a fitting name. What about something like Vault Keeper? You know? So he's the Vault Keeper of the Vault of Nagash. I like it. It sounds like it works. Vault Keeper or Keeper of the Vault of Nagash? Keeper of the Vault. Yeah, that sounds much better. So there you go, my friend. You've now earned a fitting retirement, in a way. Although, the fact that he really hates Nagash means he's going to be ever vigilant, in case anything happens in this pyramid. Although, hopefully, in Warhammer 3 we might encounter it. I mean, if they do focus on the end times for Warhammer 3, imagine some of the more deadly, powerful people we can get. You consider, if they do stick with the end times, we'll have people like Nagash, who's going to be able to probably take on armies single-handedly himself. We're going to have, new characters and daemons and that. I would love to see, oh, God. I had her in my head. Valkyria the Bloody-Handed, wasn't it? She's like a bride of Khorne and one of his favourites followers. She was actually elevated to daemonhood. She has a spear. She actually fought Malekith when it came to the end times on the walls of Nagaroth, when the Chaos Invasion went into Nagaroth. Oh, it's Valkyria, isn't it? This has always been my problem, as you guys know. I can always remember... I can remember a lot of stuff, but I can't never remember dates and names. always gets me. It gets me in my job, gets me for when I was in uni, university. The amount of times like cases or studies, I could tell you exactly what the study was about or what happened in the case. Could I tell you the bloody name or what date it actually took place? No. Especially in psychology, there's some of the names that come up because of them being quite international sometimes. It's quite difficult to remember some of them, considering you might have people from, say, China and East Asia, working alongside people in, say, Germany, South America, all around the globe. And sometimes it's like, oh, it's so hard to keep track. Anyway, enough of me moaning. Okay, Alcazar, you have now given us a chance to recruit. You are still sitting around until we kill you, I guess. Futep, let's start making your way over towards our... No, come over this way. Oh, you're going that way. Fine, go that way. Right, you go and attack Stone Mine Tower for me. To take back our territory from Quark. Okay, goodbye. Alright, claim it back for me. Thank you. There we go, we've managed to get rid of that bit. We head down now towards the Devil's Backbone. Arc in the Black. We'll switch you back over to this so you can just go normal walk in. Not going to make much difference to me. Looks like it's going to be a fairly easy fight for us. Although you guys have come back. Etc. Okay. Didn't realize you needed some leveling up here. Let's go for that. And, I don't know, Crate of the Dead. Let's go for Citadel. Will probably work out quite handy for that. Next, Zandri and Kenwi. Okay, let's start building our pyramid here. That's actually going to be done in one turn. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was going to be done so quickly. Okay, what about the one in Zandri then? That's going to be one turn as well. Christ. Okay, I didn't realize. In that case... And hang on, remind me though, game. You'll get another point in the following turn, so 2 turns now from now, we'll finish the game. Fair enough. Alright, let's give you that and that. At the very least, it's given me the opportunity now to actually get back Marak before we have to try and build it. Right, you're done. Again, I'm going to ask you to be disbanded. We don't need you anymore. Rakaf, let's recruit you, just so we can say we've recruited each of the commanders. And then... I want you to fight someone. I mean, you're just taking attrition right now. You're just being a pain in my butt. Okay, Tutankhanut, make your way down south. Okay, go after Senuswet, because we need him to be eliminated before we can say a Kenri has been finished in this campaign. We need you to die. So Tutankhanut, get over there and help with that. Okay, that could be leveled up. Let's go. Already got defenses. Let's get one of these. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. Okay, you're done that. That's fine. We'll actually probably move her now towards Motorka in order to help there. Setep, you've now reached your position. You can stay there. Keep an eye on that vault. Futep, you're making your way over. That's fine. Tutankhanut, half Hagos. Rakash, go and get me back Mount Squeakhorn. There we go. Nice and easy. And then, next stop, we'll start making our way up then towards Mount Gunbad. Not that we're going to be able to even fit it in with this playthrough, but might as well. Let's include that. Let's include that. Settlement upgrade. Sure, let's upgrade here. Upgrade that. Anything else? Rakash, can we give you anything else? Over my dead body? Domitable? Let's go Cannabis Jar Hoarder and Attend Me. So we can go for Lightning Strike. That will help out. Kalida. I don't know what to give you now. Hard to hit, I guess. And... Reanimate. There we go. Well, a longer episode than I expected, but I'm glad that we don't have to wait so long in order to build the pyramids. I was honestly expecting it to be as long as trying to rebuild the Vault of Nagash, which, as you saw, was going to take about 4 to 6 turns. So the fact that we're able to get them done like that is really useful. Alright, come on. Let me speed up. Thank you. I do think, though, I don't know if I haven't mentioned it on the poll, but thinking about it, I'm thinking if I actually go for one of the new legendary lords, then we probably will be doing the Vortex map again, just because I find it's much easier to try and get through the end turns rather than here, where the end turn phases can take about double the time. It's ridiculous sometimes, and when you consider as well how few factions are left in the game at this point, although admittedly, thanks to the Mortal Empire's Turn Destroyer, it gets rid of all those little minor factions out in the outskirts, which means that the other factions can get bigger, but it also means then they have more stuff for the AI to try and control. So turns still take a while, whereas with the Vortex map, I've noticed just how quickly it goes through. But on the other hand, I do like having the Mortal Empires with the theory of it. You know, like having this nice big map. You can go anywhere that you want. And there is quite a few stories and playthroughs I would like to try and do as well. Like, I've got an idea, for example, with the Wood Elves. Because again, it's going to a bit of the lore we've got. Well, I won't bore you guys now. But I've got an idea with the Wood Elves, for example, to actually leave Athelloren. Oh. You decided to try and fight us now. Okay. Goodbye. But yeah, I had this idea about actually leaving them, taking Athelloren, moving to the coast, and going after the High Elves and Dark Elves to carry on with some of the story that took place in the Warhammer background regarding sort of one of the, the war between the High Elves and the Dark Elves. But I won't go into detail unless I do that. But there is quite a few missions we can try out, like play as Grombadil, the White Dwarf himself, and go over and kick Malekith's butt, because back in the day, they were actually good buddies, for what I remember. So that could be something to try out. There's quite a few different stories you can still tell with Warhammer. But anyway, skip through all of that. Let's go now and claim Marek back. There we go, perfect. Occupy it. Nice and easy. Thank you. Devil's Backstone, and now belongs to us once more. Right. Let's take the opportunity, I guess. Let's go. Give you a War Sphinx. Upgrade that. That. Marek, we've already got that. Just give you more defenses for now on this. Now, Zandri. We can finally get that done. Let's queue it up. Let's allow us to finish off these guys. Okay, the final fight. Goodbye. Okay, let's just bind souls. Faction destroyed? Kimley. Okay. Intes, now done. Ark in the Black. Let's give you Vengeful. We're born at last, taking revenge on Hekara. Didn't quite work the way he was intending, but hey, one of those things. Let's go Curse of Undeath. Let's go Martial Prowess. There we go. Hakoas. Dominator Board. Let's give you these two. Nope. And that one. Okay, into Nebu, let's give you hard to hit. Hatmas, let's give you a point there. And a point in Keeper of Law. Hakos is moving around, looks like Ara. That was the army that came at us originally up in the north, wasn't it? Huh. Okay, let's grab Tutankhanut, you've eliminated him. Futep, you're making your way over now towards here. Do that for me, please. Not that it really matters. I know we're just finishing things in the turn, but I might as well give them their final, acts of beforehand. I'm half done. Hakos has moved. Okay. Come over here now and see about taking out some of their units. Failed? That's okay. Right. I think we've basically done all the research at this point. I don't know. Give you that. Commandments. Let's go public order. Settlement upgrade. Go for the pillars of Grungni. Build some defenses. Upgrade this. Okay. Rakash, let's start pretending we were going to move you up towards there. There we go. Who else? Tutankhanut, our King of Kings, can finally get the Dead Sand Sentinel. There we go. He's already got renowned and feared. Oh, Jesus Christ, how much more stuff to... Oh, we finally managed to give Hakdom immortality. Okay, I'm not going to complain anymore. That's fine. Do that. But there we go. That's the final end turn phase of this playthrough. So now, we've built all the landmark buildings. We've got the required amount of major constructs, like the War Sphinx, Necro Sphinx. We've captured the 17 regions out of the options possible that we needed to do. We've defeated the followers of Nagash. Managed to even tame Ark and the Black into the deal as well. We've defeated Kemri. We're now going to have Cetra as our personal bitch. Now, he's... I'm just interested to see what the mod puts in place for his sort of reason for joining our faction. Because if you saw, for example, with Ark and the Black, that when we defeated the followers of Nagash, it popped up and said that we were able to bind him to our service. So, mainly through the use of magic, I imagine. So I wonder what Set was going to say when we're talking about a guy that, as I said about in the past, with the end times, he turned and gave the Chaos Gods the finger in the final confrontation at Middelheim. Because he does not bow to anyone, not even the Chaos Gods. And the fact that he turned around and actually helped Nagash and Khal Franz and the others, like Malekith, achieve their goal, well, try to achieve their goal, I just thought that was, like, so Cetra. I mean, this is probably the most proud, arrogant person in the world. So, who goes around and gives the Chaos Gods the finger, you know? Like, he didn't literally give him the finger, but he turned around, and started to help Nagash in that before turning around and saying, oh, I'm Cetra, I don't bow to anyone. Right, let's do that. Okay, and back to my turn. Victory. There we go. Victory. In a world of chaos, a time of heroes, an age of war, you have overcome every challenge laid before you and faced down every foe bent upon your destruction. The strange and dangerous realm, riven with battle, bloodshed, and slaughter, twisted beyond sanity by the warp and power of chaos, has seen the foundering of many a mighty empire, yet yours remains triumphant and unconquered, victorious in defiance of all. Petra is pleased, for the desert gods have returned, and are a force in the world once again. Nehekara is resurgent, the greatest of all civilizations, returns to prominence and domination. The mightiest kings and queens sit upon thrones of bone, and look down upon the living with jealous contempt. Now, the realm of souls splits asunder, and a day of awakening is at hand. There we go, guys. We've managed to achieve victory in this campaign. So let's continue the records. Where again, you guys can watch this if you wish. Let's move down a bit. But if we just skip through this, you can see how we started to eventually conquer around the map. First of all, conquering this section here, before heading across to the coast to go after the followers of Nagash. We left Kemrinen to grow further upwards, as we started conquering on this side of the map now, going up against Lizardmen, the followers of Lamia up in there with the Silver Throne, and so on. before pushing our way up against the greenskins in the mountains, making our way all the way up to the north towards Karazakarak. And then we started making our way down in against Kemri, eliminating a lot of them, unfortunately losing Sartosa in the process. You can see the occasional bit where someone's managed to claim a bit of territory against us, but then we managed to push them back until we reached, there we go, final turn 130. Now what I'm interested in is checking out, in fact we could just do it here. Can we not see Legendary Lord available? Oh no, we have to go on to continue the campaign. So here's my moment where I get to find out about Cetra. There. With Kemri being defeated, the legendary King of Kings and High King of Nekara, I think he's going to have to change that title, Cetra the Imperishable has joined you. Be cautious, however. Cetra is a cruel being who only wishes to rule, not be ruled. Well, he's going to have to get used to it. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the end of this campaign. So, as I talked about in the earlier part of the video, if you haven't taken the opportunity to do so, check out the poll and make your choice on which option appeals to you the most. We'll probably be waiting a little while just to see about mods getting sorted out, so I can go into it with the ideal sort of playthrough I would like to do rather than just rush straight into it. But I look forward to seeing what the result is. So for now, thank you very much for watching this series. I do hope you all enjoyed. I managed to pick up some tips, and it was always great to hear from you guys as well, those that commented in the videos. I love to hear from you guys. I always enjoy reading people's comments and responding back. I mean, it's part of the appeal of YouTube, to build a nice little community on the for the channel. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I do hope you join me in the future for more series. But until then, everyone, take care, and goodbye for now.